Welcome everybody as we start section 1 of chapter 7's work, and we're going to be looking today at place values as well as the value of a digit. Right, so let's get started. So as it says over here, the place value of a digit in a number is determined by the position of the digit in that number. So let's start with a very straightforward little example of 12,345 and see if that sentence makes sense. So we're saying the place value of the digit is determined by the position of the digit in the number. So we can look at any of these digits, the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4, the 5, and that will give us the place value of what that is. In the past, you would have learned about units, you would have learned about tens, you would have learned about hundreds, you would have learned about thousands, and obviously 10,000s. So if I had to pick any of those digits, so let's say I take 3 for example, I know the value of that 3 over there is 3 hundreds. Okay, but obviously if I pick the 5, it would be 5 units. If I pick the 1, it would be 1 10,000ths. I hope that makes sense. Let's move on to the next part. Right, here we're going to look more specifically at the value of the digit, and that is the number is equal to the product of the digit and its place value. Remember, product means times, so we're working a bit more with multiplication now, but we're going to still remember the basics of what we have. So if I've got the same number as last time, 12,345, remembering the 5 is units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. So if I look at any of those values, for example, and I want to work my way from top to bottom, I know the 1 is times 10,000 because that is its value, which gives us obviously the answer of 10,000. The 2 is times 1,000 because that's its place value, okay, which is 2,000. 3 is going to be times 100, which is equal to 300. The 4 is times 10, which is equal to 40, and the 5 is times 1 because that's a unit, which is equal to 5. So if we had to express this in the terms of its digits, or the value of its digits, and we often refer to this expanded notation, we could actually say that 12,345 is 10,000 plus 2,000 plus 300 plus 40 plus 5. So that would be your expanded notation, or the number expressed in terms of its digits. Okay, like that. And that is another way that we can write it out. So with this work, you're going to need to know how to break those numbers down into their place locations or into their digital values. So that is always important. So just to do a quick example, I want to do a little question like this. So I'm going to say 5,000 plus 200 plus 10 plus 4. Now that is a very basic little question, and I might say I'll need you to put it all together, and we'll use the word sum, because we say what is the sum of these values. And because we can see them all in their little locations, we know that the answer will be equal to 5,214. Now I want to emphasize the way I said that word, the value at the end, 5,214. Don't lose sight of how we say the words. It's important that we can say correctly 5,214 and not 5214. Remember, we're talking thousands, hundreds, and units and tens. So please take note of that. When you're doing the work in the book, try and make sure you can say the word as well. You can pronounce it correctly and that you get it on the right track. Okay, good luck with your first exercises.